What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning to Shaun Rocks the City. Oh yeah, I went and got an R&B singer. Oh man, he's nice. He sings good. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. His name is Uno. I've been trying to get this cat for a long time, but he's a busy man. But that's cool. That's all right. So talk to me, man. What kind of things you went through as coming up as a singer? Because I know a lot of actors go through things and everything like that. But as a singer, what is the difference that you go through trying to come up and try to make it?
You know, you got a lot of people that don't believe in you. They don't believe in your talent or your gift. So, you know, that's always...
Right.
That's always the situation.
They want basically that's kind of like hating,
yeah.
Like a little quiet sneak tip hate. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But that always motivates me. So I never let that get the best of me. I always use hate or people that don't believe as inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I call them secret lovers.
Secret lovers, right? I hear that. Hey, look it, man. I want you to do a little acapella, put something out there because people watching, they want to say, this guy's an R&B singer. Let me hear a little something.
All right. Well, you know, basically my style is real melodic. I'm a hip hop and R&B singer. So, you know, my roots is from Trinidad and Tobago. So, you want me to hit them something out?
Hit it right now.
All right. In Crown Heights, we have to burn up the chichi-ay. In Crown Heights, we have to burn up the chichi-ay. Telefasi soundboard, he happy getty way. Telefasi soundboard, he happy getty way. Swagger check, microphone check. Diamonds on my chain, see the boogers on my neck. I'm in retro, mine on my escrow. New York City, your boy got a sex flow. Call it hypno, I flow so melodic. Let it do something like you're smoking on that chronic. Hypnotic, stomach might vomit. Empire State, I'm the king, how ironic. Where my throne at, where my king's at. Listen here, young boy, I run rap. AMG, my Benz looks sick. 12 cylinders, so they call me Slick Rick. 24s on the Benz, I'm pussy whip. Here, kitty, please, can I drive ya? Look so good, I wanna taste your saliva. Young killer, mine on my Skrilla. Any minute, a second, the boy, young skipper. Blue bezel, I'm heavy metal. I murder competition, I'm dropping at any level. My daughter said I'm the best rapper ever. Metaphorical, lyrical, just too clever. So imagine me, come take a walk with me. Inhale the piff, the room gets frizzy. I gets busy, I'm a man of my word. I disappear in the mist, so I flock like birds. To the suburbs, I snooze in the villa. The Empire State, there is no one iller. Thank goodness, young and I'm hood rich. Stingy with the what, so the girls say I'm selfish.
Wow, that's what's up, man. Hey, man, talk to me. What made you pick that one?
The spur of the moment. You know, it's just sometimes it's about vibe, energy, what I feel inside me. So.
Right. So, when you're writing and everything, where you get your inspiration from to put your music together?
Life,
right?
Whatever I go through, whatever I see. Music to me is like therapy. You know, so instead of like, you know, taking my anger out on other people, I just write about it.
You just write about it, right? Because the anger got to come out somehow.
Exactly.
They got to, because if you keep the anger in, what's going to happen is it's going to mess your dream up. So that's why you got to put it into your dream or put it in a positive way.
Exactly.
Right. So talk to me. You did stuff on stage as well. Talk to me. You did some stuff on stage there.
Amateur Night, the Apollo, Fuse TV, BET 106 in Park, BET.com. A lot of different places.
Wow, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So when you singing up there on the stage and everything, you have people throwing stuff up at you? As far as like, you know, the ladies throwing stuff up at you and stuff?
Yeah, I be having some of the ladies go crazy. Plus, I bring ladies with me everywhere I go to.
Oh, that's what's happening. So what about the videos? You got some videos out there?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of videos on YouTube. Just go to my channel, You Know Mania, and on YouTube, or just type in You Know the Don, and all my videos that I got out right now, basically.
Right. So I know you done been on other talk shows other than this one here, Shaun Rocks the City. What talk shows that you have been on?
Man, I've been on several, man. I've been on, let me see. Dang, trying to remember names. I've been on Serena Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on Stella Winston. I've been on, let me see, who else was? Gen TV, New York City Underground, What's Up TV, Flatbush TV. Man, I've been on so many different TV shows. It's crazy.
That's what's happening. Do you have anything that's coming up that you're going to be on stage so that way I come in and I video you?
I'm actually doing a show tonight.
Tonight?
Let's see, also, you know, I got a couple of interviews coming up on different radio stations, and basically, you know, I got 3 radio stations of my own,
Right,
you know,
right, right.
2 TV shows of my own. So, you know, I'm always around the clock busy. So, you know,
What's your
anytime
radio
I'm-
station, man? So sometime I go on ahead and tune in and check it out.
90.3 or blackradio.com, One Caribbean Radio, and 99.3.
Right, right. What inspired you to getting into doing radio?
To be honest, it wasn't even my calling. It was basically, I felt like that's something the Lord gave to me, and I just, you know, used it in my favor. Like I said, artist is what I am, what I always wanted to do, and like that's where my heart is. But you know, I believe the Lord was like, yo, you know what? I ain't gonna let you work a 9 to 5 no more. I'm gonna let you do radio and TV, get your money like that, and keep you within the loop.
Let me clap your hand on that one right there. Y'all hear that, y'all? Sometimes them 9 to 5s be holding you back from your dreams. So what you got to do is you got to switch things up. Wow, that's something else, man. Since you talked and got on the spiritual ground, let's go on ahead and talk a little bit about that. Now, you sung in the churches?
Not really. What it was is I grew up you know, I grew up Catholic, you know, then, you know, my family switched over to Baptist, and then, you know, my family's Christian now. I'm just a strong believer in Christ, so I don't really believe in religion.
Right.
Because he saved me from a lot of situations that, you know, could have transpired.
Right.
You
He
know what I'm
saved
saying?
you from all of that, and it didn't even matter what background you were.
Exactly.
A lot of times people look at the backgrounds and, you know that kind of stuff. How they want to do a little judging and all that kind of different stuff. So, wow, that's something else, man. When you was dealing in the church, right, I'm going to have to go ahead and ask you that. Was there any people in the church that was trying to, like, put that hate on you? Did they have any jealousy when they seen you trying to merge and go and do your dream?
Yeah, you know, I would hit things, oh, you know, why don't you do gospel music? But my number one thing that I always tell people, so you got to understand, if you know anything about the word, when the Lord came back, he came back to the ghetto. He came back for the sick. He came back to the people that was in prison. He came back to the people that needed help.
Right.
And I feel like gospel music, everyone is already saved. What purpose does that serve? My voice adding to what's already people that saved. I'd rather come back to the community as a hip hop artist and touch the people out here that needs direction. I think to me, in my honest opinion, I think it's whack that grown men still call women bitches in music. I think that's whack. Because we have mothers, we have sisters, we have aunts, we have nieces, we have all types of, you know what I'm saying? So we don't go home and call our mothers that. We don't go home and call our wives that, or our little daughters, and so on and so forth. So I don't degrade women in my music. I don't curse at all, basically. You know what I'm saying? But I make mainstream hip-hop music that can groove with the best of it. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is if you teach love in music, you know, because there's 4-year-old kids that can recite a whole song but don't know how to read or write. That's amazing. So if you teach them love from young, you know what I'm saying, you'll develop that. I think love is something is the hardest thing for people to embrace. People don't know how to receive love. People think they know what love is, but they really don't. Love is something that's supposed to be unconditional. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
now someone that's watching, they probably saying to themselves, "Oh, I know what love is. I know how to love." What are you talking about? How is it, in your own words, how is it that people supposed to receive love?
You gotta be in this world. You gotta be a giver. That's the number one thing. It's not always about receiving. It's mainly about giving. And what I had to realize that this music thing wasn't about me. It was about me reaching out to the people. You know what I'm saying? Once you realize that the gift that you were blessed with, not something that you just woke up with, you know what I'm saying? This is something you was blessed with. It's not for you. It's a gift to share with the world. You know what I'm saying? So once you know that love is basically you gotta give in order to receive. You know what I'm saying? And
you know you're preaching right now, right?
Yeah.
You almost had to, you almost got me to end up saying amen out of that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. So, you know, I mean, that's the basic thing. Like, in love, you gotta know You know, it's not always about being in the receiving end, and sometimes love is about making sacrifice. Sometimes you got to do things in order, you know, always treat people the way you want to be treated, but people don't really know what that means. You know
Explain it.
Like basically, like say you're in a relationship or something,
Right.
you know, and say like your woman, she come home and she hungry.
Right.
Don't let your woman always be the one that get up and make a meal for you. Sometimes go out your way and do something for her.
Right.
You know
Y'all
what I'm
hear
saying?
that, right? I hope y'all hearing that.
The same
you know,
way.
because sometimes what happens is that mantra come out of a man and they expect for, you know, the woman to do some things for them and stuff, which is okay, but, you know, sometimes they look a little bit for too much and everything.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I made my mistakes. You know, I was married before, so I learned. You know, and with experience comes wisdom. You know, you don't allow any situation that you go through. You never let it overcome you. A problem comes in your life because it's meant to be solved. You
Right.
understand? And that's what people don't understand.
That's deep right there. A problem comes in your life because it's meant to be solved. And so basically you're saying that God will give those problems to the people that he thinks is strong, and he knows that that person is able to be able to solve that problem.
Exactly.
So wow. So what happens then when a problem comes to you and you think that you don't know how to solve it? What do you do then?
That's why you're going through the situation, because when the problem arises again, you'll know how to handle it. So that's where experience comes. That's why it's wisdom. It's a stepping stool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through things in my life. Like, I had a premature son that passed away. I was married, my wife left me. You know what I'm saying? So at the time I didn't understand, but now I realize I went through what I went through so I can give my testimony to the world. There's different people out there that's innocent people behind bars and in prison for something they didn't do, but their lack of faith is what caused them to be in the situation that they're on.
Right. So talk to me. You said that your wife had left you. I know that's a little touchy subject and everything. I don't know how far you got past that or anything, but if you would like to talk about that, what do you think it was that you did wrong to put that out there for your wife to decide in her mind that she wanted to try to take off?
See, that's a good question. What is it that I did wrong? And because, like, don't get me wrong, me and her the best of friends right now. She's a good woman, great woman. But I don't think at that time I was man enough for my marriage or that situation. You understand? So, you know, when trials and tribulation came along, she felt, you know what, this is the best time. Why hold on? You know what I'm saying? If things is already sour, why not just keep it moving? You know, I may not totally agree, but at the end of the day, you can't. The number one thing in life, people must always understand, the only person in life you're in control of is yourself. You're not in control of other people, so you can't get mad at the decisions that they make. If someone walks up to you and they step on your foot, why would you get mad at that? You didn't step on your own foot. The action that you do after the person steps on your foot is what you're in control of. You understand? So that's my outlook on life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? It may hurt, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a learning experience. I don't hold nothing against her. She's the mother of my child. I always love her. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the main goal is to just be out here to teach the people, you know, and educate them through this music. Let them know what it is. I go by the name, you know, the Don, and I'm here. I'm going to the top.
That's right.
That's what it's about.
What was the? I have to ask this question. What was it though that made her leave?
Like I said, number one thing is I don't think I stood up as a man. You know, financially.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts hard. That's the worst thing in the world for a man to go through is dealing with a financial situation. It just hurts.
And a lot of men go through it. A lot of men.
Majority of the men go through that. Majority of the men go through that because the simple fact is, you know, economy be down, you know, and things just don't go the way how we expect it to go. You know, some men, they don't do nothing. They just sleep around, lay around and stuff like that. But men like us, we're out there pushing, we're trying to do things, and sometimes we just get the bad end of the stick because of the simple fact how things is just hard. You know, sometimes that opportunity that we're looking for just ain't come yet. And things just get worse and worse, and we're still looking for the opportunity. And from that point there, you know, them hard decisions is made. You know, wow, that's that's something else though.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you recover from that? As far as when she took off, what was other than you being a Christian? What kind of steps did you take to get past that?
To be honest, like the way I recovered, like I kind of became very self-absorbed and became numb. Like I used to just go out and party, drink all the time, sleep with different women, and I realized in the process the only person I was really hurting was me.
So the stuff that you was doing, trying to get over your wife, it was also hurting you more.
Yeah.
So basically you had to regroup yourself again. So you regrouping yourself twice. You regroup yourself from being hurt from your wife, and then you turn back around and had to regroup yourself from hurting yourself and damage yourself more. So you was getting drunk and you're sleeping with different females and doing a whole lot of other different stuff. When was it that you came to an area in your thinking ability and you said, I have to stop and I have to really do things all over again?
My mentor, Nash from My Life Entertainment. Love you, brother.
I hear that.
He's
Big ups.
He's a brother that's he ministers to me. He's like he taught me a lot. Like I said, at the end of the day, what people really have to realize, even in this business, everything has a time. And if you ever look at history, when artists is on their way down, a lot of people can't handle it, so they turn to drugs and so on and so forth. Self-love is very important.
Right.
You have to know who you are, and you have to love yourself.
Right.
And without that, all you're doing is hiding. You're going through life. A lot of people try to get love out of people when that love should be instilled in themselves. And it takes learning self. It takes going through. Sometimes a lot of people are scared to be alone, but you can't.
That hurts though.
Yeah.
Being alone hurts.
It is, but in order to love someone, you have to completely love yourself.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? So you have to learn self. You have to love yourself in order for someone else to be in that picture. Because people always say, I need another half. Nah, I don't want another half. You need two homes. I need to be home with my wife.
Wow, I hear that.
You understand?
Yeah, I like that. He said he doesn't need another half. He needs another home. I hear that.
So at the end of the day, that's basically what it boils down to. Two people have to be whole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if the other half of you walk away, then you finish.
Then you finish, that's right.
So
I'm going to go ahead and ask you, as a singer, and you're trying to do your thing and everything like that, what could you say to someone watching if they're trying to do their music or doing their acting or whatever they're doing as their dream, and their lady seems like they're hopeless every time they try to do something, every time they want to try to get a little closer to their dream, but their main one that they love, it seems like every time they get ready to try to do their dream, try to do anything about it, what happens is she has some kind of a complaint. Now sometimes people have complaints by signing, some people have complaints by just having certain behavior patterns and stuff. What could you say?
you gotta reevaluate that situation. If this is someone that you really love, you know what I'm saying, that if there's more positives to them than negatives, then the best thing to do, you see, what people fail to understand in life is that people naturally grow apart.
Wow, that's deep. They naturally grow apart.
But you see, the problem is that people don't take the time to grow together.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So the same way that you meet a person, in the same way you're going to keep a person.
Wow.
It's a constant building. So
Brother,
my advice...
Brother, you going deeper and deeper. Man, you going deeper and deeper. Wow. So you said, say that again.
I mean, what people have to realize is that people naturally grow apart. So what they fail to plan to do is to grow together. My advice is, if you really love that person and that person has more positives than negatives, then bring that person with you. If that's your partner, that's your life partner.
Right.
Your partner's supposed to be your best friend.
That's right.
You made that decision. Nobody put a gun to your head and be like, yo, that's your woman.
Right.
You made that decision. So I think another thing is, and I made this mistake several times, you see, we get intimate with people before we actually know who they are.
Wow.
And
get intimate with people before you know who they are. So basically, when you get intimate with the people before you know who they are, so basically, what's going on is you're falling in love with the love maker. And then after a while, the brain kicks in on the one that you're making love to.
And you
and,
like,
and after a while,
I don't know this person.
Yeah, you don't know.
But you never did.
Right, you never know the person.
You never did.
Wow. So okay, so say for someone that went on ahead, okay, they did that. They made love. They fall in love, and they find out that that person may not, really be too much for them. What could you say as far as what to do from there? Because you said you learned something from when your spouse had took off from you. What could you say to the people what to do?
To be honest, in a situation like that, there's only two things. You either learn to let that person go.
But that's hard though, just trying to let somebody go. Because I heard that attachment is more stronger than when you actually be in love.
Yeah, because you can actually be comfortable and not love somebody and stay in that situation.
Wow, say that again. Say that again.
You can actually be comfortable with a person and stay in a situation and not actually be in love.
Wow,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
deep. That's deep, brother.
Like, that's why women could be with a man that hits them, but they don't know how to leave because they don't have that self-love. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to completely love yourself to know you're in a situation that's not beneficial to you. They lack the self-esteem, they lack the confidence, and so on and so forth. So when you're in a situation where, the intimacy is basically the relationship and you don't really know the person, 9 times out of 10, it's healthier if you get out of that relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, say if someone that is, they're mentally locked into it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know how two people get together and they look, I love you, this, that, and that. Even if they know that they're not in love, right? And they're thinking that to do so. So they're attached with the person. What do you think someone can do to try to fix that? Because some people sit down there with their mates and they be saying to themselves, what can I do? How can I fix this? Or this, that, and things start to get worse.
Submit.
Just submit yourself.
Submit yourself to that person. Because relationships, tables always turn. Always. So if I'm with my woman and she complain about me being selfish, me not coming home on time, me hanging out with the fellas too much, me playing video games too much, submit yourself one by one. Stop doing certain things. Stop playing the video games as late as you used to. Come home a little early. And when your woman see you start doing these things, she'll start to change too.
That's deep, my brother. That's deep. I'm glad that I had you on the show.
It's a pleasure.
What he did, he done sung, then he preached, then he taught. I'm going to tell you something. I learned a little something out of him also myself. That's live TV, y'all. She's in a rush. You understand? You know what? I'm glad she did that because she probably was in a rush to go back to her man. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's trying to check up on her man. But hey, man, this is Uno, y'all. Give them the information. You know the Don. You know the Don. You know the Don. That's right. Go ahead and give them your contact information so that way they can contact you, man.
Basically, y'all can look for me on Facebook, which is You Know the Don. UKNOTHADON. Google me, You Know the Don. YouTube me. Also go to my website, YouKnowMania.com. I'm out here, so hit me up on Twitter, YouKnowMania.
Hey, check this out. I ain't gonna cut you off, but hey, sometimes the universe talking to me. Hey, that train was trying to hate on you. So say the information again.
So basically, y'all can look for me on Facebook, You Know the Don. I'm gonna spell it UKNOTHADON. Google the name, You Know the Don. Facebook, Twitter, You Know Mania. Go to my website, YouKnowMania.com. UKNOMANIA.com. And you'll find me. I'm out here. So, again, contact with Shaun. He'll find me, whatever y'all want to do.
That's right. Hey, this is a educated, cool brother. Like I said, he sung, he taught, and he preached. He was almost having me about to say amen and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and this is another thing from your host. I'm the host of the show, Shaun May. Don't ever think that you're too good to learn something. He was saying some stuff right here, right? And I was taking some of that stuff home with me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to tell him, but I'm going ahead and, you know what I'm saying? He was saying some stuff, and I said, I'm going to take that home, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to try some of that stuff. Because the simple fact is, when you're dealing with someone, you know, when you get in this area in your mind, sometimes things freeze. You know, relationships and stuff like that. Stuff freezes. Yeah. And then after a while, both of y'all are not knowing what to do. You know, you want to bicker. You want to say some things out the way and stuff like that. And you know, to make a long story short, here comes somebody else, live TV. He got a cigar in his mouth too, y'all. I'm gonna keep it like that because this is real TV right here. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know. I should go over there and ask him if he got $5 for doing that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even have his cigar lit. Matter of fact, he walked by, he slowed down and looked into the camera, knowing that we were sitting up here talking some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep all that up.
That's the way of the world, man. The world is ignorant.
That's
man.
right. That's right. Absolutely. Hey, I'm Shaun May, the host of this show. Every Saturday, same time, 3:30, channel 67. Hey, go to YouTube, type in Shaun May, ShaunMay, no spaces. Once you click on, go on, click all the way on down. You'll see me and Michael Wright from the 5 Heartbeats, the interview that I did. Now you see how people trying to hate, right? You'll see the interview with me and Michael Wright from the 5 Heartbeats.